tools.
Welcome to the NCAA Division I Volleyball Championship. First round action featuring Penn State taking on the Ivy League champion Yale Bulldogs. Hello and welcome to Lawrence alongside former Kansas great Jill Dorsey Hall. I'm Lee Fleisig. A lot of history on this floor. You can't have a tournament without Penn State. They've been to all 43 of them, right?
They've been in every single one of them. And Penn State, they're trending in the right direction. They've won 6 in a row in a tough conference in the Big Ten. But on the other side, the Yale Bulldogs ran the table in the Ivy League. They've won 17 straight. They're going to have to pass and serve really well because they're going to be taking on a very physical team in the Nittany Lions, one of the best blocking teams in the country.
Two of the best setters in the country facing off here. Carly Deal for Yale. Let's begin with her.
The junior setter, the Ivy League Player of the Year, coming out of high school as a California Player of the Year, and she has ran the show for the Yale Bulldogs now in her 3rd season, led the league in assists and 5th in aces per set, sees the game extremely well. She'll look to diversify the offense as much as she can because she's going to be taking on a very physical team against Penn State.
And how about Mac Pedraza of Penn State?
The grad setter for Penn State. What a career that she has had. Eclipsed 5,000 assists and 1,000 digs in her illustrious career. Spending her last season at Penn State at 6'2". She is so physical running the show. She's a fun one to watch.
Yale is led by Erin Appleman in her 21st season. 12 Ivy League titles. Ivy League Coach of the Year for the 3rd time. And a connection with Penn State and Katie Schumacher-Cawley in her 2nd year, but a 2-time All-American at Penn State, a national champion at Penn State, and quite a connection with Yale, right?
And a fun connection because Erin Appleman actually recruited Katie Schumacher-Cawley to Penn State. They won a national championship there in '99. Katie Schumacher as a player, Erin Appleman as an assistant coach. So what a full circle moment here for these two teams and these two head coaches going up. A lot of respect between these two. When you look at the lineup, you look at Penn State loaded with Jess Merzick, one of the best outside hitters in the country. And then I think actually Cameron Hanna, a big reason why that they're playing at a high level. She's came on extremely strong. But then Yale, they'll look to try to get their middle going, and Gigi Barr, Aubrey Leak, a big reason why that they ran the tables in the Ivy League. So this should be a fun matchup here in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
The Yale Bulldogs will be on the left-hand side of your screen in their navy. Penn State on the right-hand side of your screen in the white trimmed in navy. Yarich has ball in hand, and we're underway. Glad you're with us from Lawrence. First swing for Penn State. Scored for the Nittany Lions.
Weatherington on the right side, right out of the gate. A strong, powerful swing, just a one-on-one, and she took the smart angle. Good look there at Betsy Goodnow, a first year. Hailing from Overland Park, Kansas, had a great career at St. Thomas Aquinas, nearby Lawrence. And when they showed the video, and that's a use of the hands, use of the block there from Audrey Leak. They
National Player of the Week back in early October.
Yeah, they showed the video, though, of Betsy Goodnow, and she was excited. Everyone was like, Kansas, and she's like, oh, it's a home for her. So I know the Goodnow family representing well here in Horace.
Schultz just a little low, so it'll go back to Penn State. Lanovic to serve it up.
I think the Cartley Deal in the net on that just does graces it. She's on the front row right now running both these teams featuring a 5-1 system. So both of these setters run the setter to every single position. And you can see there just gets that shoulder into the net.
Blocked. Cameron Hanna.
And Cameron Hanna is extremely disciplined. Didn't dive into that, just oftentimes on that slide, you can see sometimes blockers will go out and chase that, but it did a wonderful job of going straight up and down and then pressing back into the floor on that block, a solo block. And we mentioned at the top, Penn State, one of the best blocking teams in the country, 4th in the nation in that category.
And on cue, the Nittany Lions with another block. This time from Allie Holland.
And just a force at the net. You see 4 hands in unison, and the press, the seal of the net.
What makes Penn State so good at blocking? Obviously, you have to have the talent, you have to have the physicality, but there's a lot of discipline there, too.
Yeah, I think you have the mentality. And when I was talking to their head coach, Katie Schumacher-Cauley, she said, I'm really pleased at our defense right now.
Just long from Hannah. Point to Yale.
It's a mindset, too, of this is, you know, being locked in and disciplined and focused on tendencies. This one, no touch of the plane of the net.
Carly Deal serves. Scored for Allie Holland.
We talked about Mac Pedraza off the top, but the setter, I mean, this is just on a platter here, on the slide. Sets up that one-on-one attempt.
Hannah to serve.
Well, it's a big point for Yale. The defense and then in transition kill. A strong point for the Bulldogs. Going cross court, a sharp angle, and they utilize Leak on that right side. She was a right side player until Betsy Goodnow arrived on campus, so moved her to the left side, but in that rotation, she stays on that right pin.
Aria Ju serves. Tipped over perfectly. Merzick.
The first team All Big Ten performer, Jess Merzick, rising up in the vision. Oh, it's fun to watch her with that backswing, isn't it? I mean, that approach to the ball. We were marveling at her in warm-up, weren't we, Leaf? Just like how just effortlessly she gets off the ground.
And up high, Louise Abraham.
And so vital for the Bulldogs to get their middles and just the variety of offensive weapons. If they can get everybody involved to try to keep this Penn State defense and block off balance.
Samara. Good deep serve. Nice pickup from Ju.
What a point from Yale. Yeah, it doesn't. They don't have to terminate block, but I know they have their head coach is happy on that play because it was a touch at the plane of the net. Their defense able to gobble it up behind. That's the positive touch right there. Defense able to play that up, and then the quick ball in transition for the winner. Gets that ball through. Gigi Barr so fast, one of the fastest arm swings on the team.
That ball is down, an ace for the Bulldogs.
A tremendous run from Yale, and I watched that championship match against Brown, and I thought I was so impressed time and time again. Yale were down in a couple of sets, but they just stayed steady throughout that. You can see they're trying to be aggressive from the service line. You see that all across the game of volleyball, that aggressiveness from the service line. So with that comes some errors.
Pedraza serves. Good dig from start. Point's going to go to Yale.
And Gigi Barr showing that she can go thumb down, thumb up, either way if you need her to. Just a little gather step. It's going to be a net violation.
Trammell, I believe, was in there. That's a good now. Just down the road. St. Thomas Aquinas High School.
They got to go have lunch with the Goodnow family when they arrived. Erin Appleman said, she's like, yeah, and he said, oh, we're over in Park. She's like, I don't know, it wasn't too far away. Goodnow family able to host.
Saw them walking in. There are 30 Goodnows here today. Yeah, friends and family. Long from Goodnow. Penn State with now a three-point edge.
And the outlet from the back row just mishits that one. Doesn't get on top of it, but it was a Aggressive serve from Jess Merzick off the hand, line to line with a flat floater. And I think that one was in.
Another quick ball, Gigi Barr.
Such a fast arm. It's so fun, just a quick snap. Yeah, clearly in.
Off the tape.
Oh, what awareness from Pedraza.
Pedraza really made that play, didn't she?
Just awareness. I mean, keeps that ball alive. And then how about the secondary set from Jess Merzick? Leading Weatherington into that ball. Perfect 2 of 2.
Another strong block. Allie Holland.
Allie Holland just not allowing anything into that angle. That strong left hand. Watch her working laterally, and then that left hand to close it, not allowing the seam in between.
Penn State makes Yale pay with the overpass.
Carly Deal tries to do what she can with that, but another point, because the aggressive serve from the Nittany Lions, and they've been on a tear as of late with their serving.
Yale calls timeout. Penn State leading here in the opening set, 13-8 from Lawrence, Kansas on ESPN+. Penn State with the early lead here over Yale. Penn State, 4th in the nation in blocks per set, and we're seeing it early on.
Yeah, absolutely, and Allie Holland at the net, Weatherington right there, pairing up. As of late, Nittany Lions on a 3-0 scoring run, and one of the best blocking teams in the country, just sealing the net, extremely disciplined. Already 3 team blocks. But Yale has had success getting the ball to their middles, and it's a fast tempo ball, and this is about placement. Look at how high, that high contact point, not trying to hit it into the block. Gigi Barr has had the upper hand. Perfect 4 of 4.
Schultz serves it, and it's an ace.
Well, we saw Schultz check into the game, and she went after it. Had a service error her first time in, but continues, doesn't shy away, doesn't take anything off of it, and a big reason why leads to this ace.
Long from Schultz. Grimes there to cover. Off the hands, it's Cameron Hanna.
And Cameron Hanna, a second team All Big Ten selection, and she has had the hot hand as of late for the Nittany Lions. Continue to get stronger and stronger. At times seeing that opening, the seam in between. When Penn State went on that last road trip at Maryland, at Ohio State, she had incredible numbers in that road trip, and their head coach has given huge praise and just said she's really came on strong as of late, peaking at the right time. She hit 682 with 15 kills against Maryland, and then added another 17 against Ohio State.
Push to the outside. Audrey Leak. Leak now with 3 kills.
Yeah, unanimous Ivy League selection is Leak, and that is deep floor cross court for the winner, and she has 3 kills now. Audrey Leak.
Allie Holland is off to a fast start.
Mac Pedraza goes up and hugs her and says, way to go after and get that one. What trust. And talking about a player, and Mac Pedraza, first year into the program, but last year the Big Ten Setter of the Year. And then Allie Holland just so steady and strong. 3 kills on 3 attempts.
Yale plays it out of the net. Good angle from Jess Merzick.
Well, Pedraza's really making this block work, pin to pin. And that one snaps right down on the line. An impressive shot from Jess Merzick.
Audrey Leak coming from both sides now.
Oh, a pretty snap, and that indeed right on that line. She feels extremely comfortable, as I mentioned. Played on that right side for a couple of years, but this year over to the left.
Tough ball for Allie Holland.
Well, just the first error for Penn State, hitting .538 up until that point.
Pounded straight down for Merzick.
Well, moving her in a little bit to a different zone, and that gives her that sharp angle to work with and gets on the ball in a hurry. Jess Merzick transferred into the program from the University of Michigan.
Long from Holland.
You know, I was talking to Katie Schumacher-Colley. I said, if you're not playing in the transfer portal, you're not keeping up with the standards, right? I mean, just it's the name of the game now.
Smear serves. Out of play. A little tighter confines here inside Horsch than perhaps what Penn State's used to, right?
Yeah, run out of real estate. And wanted to run that one down. You're always like, oh, so eager to try to go after that, but impressive once again from the Bulldogs. Able to touch at the plane of the net just to slow down the attempt from Merzick and able to put it away in transition. Yet another positive touch.
Good pickup from Deal. To the back row. Long from Yard.
I think Erin Appleman's pleased, though, with that attempt. The aggressive swing didn't miss by much in that corner. And it's a smart shot. You obviously, we've seen the block and what they can do for Penn State, and so you can't swing right into it. So it was a wise shot to go, trying to go over the top.
An ace. Pedraza does it all, doesn't she?
And she indeed does. She'll fill a stat sheet. And as I mentioned, Penn State has definitely found its groove from the service line. They've had 61 aces over the last 9 matches.
That ball did not move as it went across the net. Timeout Yale as they trail 20-15 here in the opening set. Later tonight, it'll be Kansas hosting Omaha. Omaha's a team that really turned it around from the start of the season.
Yeah, from starting 0-9 out at the top of the season, they had a gauntlet of a non-con. They played in that match where it was 92,000+ in Nebraska, in volleyball day is what they called it in the state of Nebraska. But how about the state of Nebraska having all 3 Division I teams in the tournament, Creighton, Nebraska, and Omaha. So very impressive. I know all their head coaches were giving Omaha their very first appearance praise to Coach Buttermore and getting into the tournament for the first time.
Wisconsin, the #1 seed in this side of the bracket.
You know, Penn State saying, okay, Wisconsin, we just beat you on our home floor, right? I mean, definitely not gonna shy away if they are able to win here this first weekend and go on the road and play in Madison.
And maybe Penn State thinking they should be home
I think
this
so.
weekend.
I think, you know, when you win and go on a tear in a conference like the Big Ten, you win 6 in a row. I think we're a little disappointed, but maybe playing with a little bit of chip on their shoulder, right? I mean,
which is probably hard to do if you're Penn State,
exactly.
Right?
I mean, 7 national champions. They've been in every single NCAA tournament. They are the team. When you think of volleyball, you think of Penn
Absolutely.
State.
Pedraza. Long.
We'll credit that timeout to the Ivy League Coach of the Year and Aaron Appleman getting that timeout after Pedraza had served up an ace. And Yale right into this. They just need to settle down to look point by point right now.
Good now with a good serve. Tipped over effectively by Merzick.
And Carly Deal was coming around to try to scoop that one up. But she had her teammate stick out her hand. There's Yarrick, I think, trying to get her hand involved on that, coming down from the block.
There's a big block. Taylor Trammell coming up huge. That's a double thump. Boom, boom. Good dig from Grimes. Hannah can cut some angles.
And just swinging right off of that left hand of Barr, not going into that block, but right around it and deep into the floor as well. But I'm going to give credit to Grimes, the libero for Penn State on that. I mean, she had a great dig within that rally.
Touch on the Penn State side. Point Yale.
And that's a smart adjustment from Yarrick. She had just gotten blocked, remember, and that's about at the 8-foot line, and the adjustment to go high hands. Does get that touch at the net.
I'll take Penn State to set points now. Tipped over. Allie Holland gives the first set to Penn State. 25-17 over Yale. A very efficient first set for the Nittany Lions. More action to come from Lawrence here on ESPN Plus. Stay with us. Penn State opens this match with a win in the first set, 25-17. Lee Fleissig, Jill Dorsey Hall with you. Penn State, you knew they were good. Reputation preceded them, and they're living up to it.
Absolutely. 550 in that first set, and then also 4 blocks. We knew about their blocking, but then also their offense and getting a lot of different players involved too. Mac Pedraza doing what she does, is move, spreading the ball around. Jess Merzick with 4 kills, Allie Holland with 4 kills as well, but it was the block. And Weatherington as well to slice, and so there was a number of players for the Nittany Lions getting involved, and just so difficult because they're disciplined at the net. But give credit to Yale. They had some smart shots. I think they're going to just settle in here a little bit more here in this set number 2. Midway through that set, Leaf, it was a 2-point match. And so, it's just the level that you have to sustain, and to upend a team like Penn State can be difficult. But I expect Yale to fight back here.
Look at the numbers from that opening set, 550. A pretty good clip.
A great clip, indeed. And that is big time numbers. I mean, doing what they want, and a lot of that is they were in system. And so Mac Pedraza had what she wanted and doing what she wanted with the ball. And then also defensively, 4 blocks, and then also 9 digs. So if they weren't blocking the ball at the plane of the net, they were gobbling it up behind.
All right, teams have switched sides. Penn State will be on your left. We're underway here in the second set. Near the stands. Cameron Hanna. Her 3rd kill. It'll go over to Gigi Barr now for Yale. How does Yale turn the tide here in the second set?
Yeah, I mean, I think going back there and serving aggressive, you obviously just can't give a little lollipop over to the Nittany Lions or they're going to put it away. So you can understand some of the service errors from the Bulldogs. And, you know, you look at this team, Leaf, and they haven't lost in a long time, the Bulldogs. I mean, 17 in a row, one of the hottest teams in the country. And so you certainly know that they have what it takes, the mentality to settle into a match and go the distance if needed.
Big swing from Zoe Weatherington.
Well, every swing has been a winner, and we've seen a couple different looks from Weatherington on that right side. A transfer from Utah into the program.
Dumped over.
Oh, that's so
beautiful.
Good.
Carly Deal.
Very deceptive with that setter dump and complete control. Just smart volleyball player, Carly Deal, the Ivy League Player of the Year, serving up an ace. That's the third team ace for Yale, so certainly game plan. Go back there, serve aggressive, and their head coach applauding that. Once again, getting the Penn State out of
Another
system.
Effective serve.
Indeed. I think Aaron Appleman is saying more of that. Let's continue just like that.
California Player of the Year in high school. Some players in California.
Oh, there's some players, and that was a big-time recruit.
Another good serve. Hammer and Hannah just powering through. Villanova serves. Quickly, Yale goes to Abraham.
It's fun to watch Carly Deal just at the middle. I mean, just right in her wheelhouse for her to go up and attack on that quick ball, and Deal just places it right into her hand.
Aria Ju, first year at Yale.
A couple first years on this Yale Bulldog team that are playing.
Good now puts it down.
Good now is one of those. And watch the southpaw go to work with a strong left hand cross court. Deep, and the Bulldogs up now by 2. I think a double contact indeed. Didn't come off Pedraza's hands cleanly.
And make it 7-4 Yale. Big time block. Yarich.
It gets him on the board in the blocking category. A solo block. That's taking up a ton of space. Sensing that she's all by herself, dives in. A 4-0 scoring run for the Yale Bulldogs.
Allie Holland.
And this is a veteran player, just slicing it, taking a bit off of that. A high snap for the winner. Allie Holland leading the way offensively for Penn State, 5 kills.
Hannah serves it wide. Samara will serve. Slicing and dicing. Great angle from Merzick.
Penn State.
Has to go extreme angle, and indeed she does. She tucks it in. She can hit that angle in a hurry. Just Merzick without an error in this ball game.
Good now. Tied to the net. Gigi Barr there to redirect.
And Gigi Barr just patient, waiting for that, can't impede. And so she patiently waits until that ball crosses the plane of the net. How good has she been in this match? 4 kills, no errors on 6 attempts.
Good pickup. Samara. Good now. What the feeling must be like to play 30 minutes from your home in the NCAA championship.
In your first year.
With 30 of your family and friends watching. Can't imagine.
She had some big time, look at the family all in attendance. She had some big time matches in her high school career. 5A Player of the Year, played at a great high school nearby at St. Thomas Aquinas. But there's nothing quite like the NCAA tournament.
Good save there from Grimes.
And a net violation on the netting lines, indeed. And continuing to run the middle in transition. And Yale has just completely turned the tide. Now up by 6 in set number 2.
Good now, and her Bulldogs leading here in the second set, 12-6. Timeout, Penn State, here on ESPN+. Penn State won the first. Yale coming back here in the second, 12-6. The Bulldogs, the Ivy League regular and tourney champions. As Omaha waits to get on the court, they'll face Kansas here later tonight. But Yale, 14-0 in the Ivy League for the second time in school history.
And their 9th NCAA tournament appearance. So they've been here a time or two last year as well. So many of these players played in that position last year. A couple first years adding to this team. That is a 3-0 scoring run, but big smile from Betsy Goodnow.
Aaron Appleman just gave her a smile and a slap saying, that's all right.
That's so interesting because, you know, when Penn State hosts a lot, and so typically it's Yale going to Penn State and playing there, and just, oh, they send us to Kansas instead to play one another.
Yarich.
Well, some smart shots within this set has propelled Yale to this 6-point lead. Currently, they're swinging aggressive, but they're also making the right smart shot.
Samara was there to cover, but Taylor Trammell with another block. That Penn State block is impressive.
Carly Deal said, that's my bad on that one. Led you right into the hands. But just the first block in this set for Penn State.
Merzick with a great serve. We had a great angle with that was flying right at us. It just cleared the net and dropped. The bottom came out of it.
It's a flat floater low to the plane of the net with quite a bit of velocity right back, but a tremendous response.
How about that response? Audrey Leak.
Well, I'm going to give credit to Samara on that, the libero who set up that play. Without that pass, he can't run this option. But then, yes, Audrey Lee going up high and then shading it more towards the line to find the open floor.
Schultz with the serve. Taylor Trammell just kind of seemed to hang in the air. Now it's back to Jillian Grimes. Just wide.
And I think Yale was hoping for a touch, not getting it called. I'm not sure if we're going to see a challenge here from Aaron Appleman? I don't believe so. I don't know if there was enough, but it looked to me that the spin of the ball actually changed a bit, but no challenge called. Play goes on.
Abraham maybe misfired a bit there. Yale timeout as Penn State has cut into that lead now. The Bulldogs leading 14-12. What has Yale done in this second set to get back in this match?
Yeah, I think they've really done a good job from the service line. We've seen Penn State a little bit out of sorts with their first contest, so I think they're going back. They're serving aggressive, but they're also getting some touches at the plane of the net, not necessarily terminating blocks, but able to get some touches. When you get it, you're up to a 6-point lead against the Nittany Lions. You got to kind of just settle down and be like point by point, not look at the scoreboard. Play it point by point, because this is a 3-0 scoring run right now for Penn State, getting back into the second set.
You had a chance to talk with Erin Appleman about her squad. What was your takeaway from what Yale has been able to do this year?
I mean, not just this year. Since Erin Appleman has been at Yale, I mean, it has been unbelievable. 12 Ivy League titles, 9 NCAA appearances, 6 20-plus win seasons. It was the first Ivy coach to lead a team to an NCAA tournament victory. So impressive all the way around for Erin Appleman, and just how she has just grown that program there, and she really likes this team. I mean, it starts with you just talking there to her setter, and she was a great player in her own right, a tremendous player. Had a great assistant coaching stint at Penn State, and so I'm sure it's difficult for her, right? I mean, to play against Penn State too. She led them as an assistant coach to their first NCAA title.
Yale has 2 of the Ivy League's 3 first-round tournament wins.
Exactly.
Rhymes with a good serve.
I love when she talked to me, though. Lee gets that kill. She goes, I'm going to give you the, the recruiting spiel. Like, we get players here for not just the volleyball and getting to the tournament and being that player, but also the academics, obviously, an Ivy League school. And I'm like, you don't have to sell me on it, coach. I'm bought into everything that you've done there.
Just long from Carly Deal.
And also for Yale to go undefeated in conference. I mean, I don't care what conference you're in at the let up, but that's impressive. Night in and a night out to be able to end up on the winning end.
Second time in school history. Another nice serve. Deal was tied to the net, trying to set there. Point's going to go to Penn State. I think that's what Erin Appleman is asking. She get an opportunity here.
Well, I think Deal is back row, but I didn't see her break the plane. A bit of confusion, but point goes to the Nittany Lions. You can't impede with that second contact, so interesting how that one played out, but point stays with Penn State. Well, after such a fast, hot start for Yale, a couple miscues, had some opportunities.
Audrey Leak just wide.
And this was all tied up.
Wonderful, nice serve.
A battle,
over Leak.
Yeah, battle for that point. Fun to watch Carly Deal just stay so steady throughout a point, though. Does not get phased. It's exactly where her attackers are and where they want the ball.
Smyer with a good save. But now got a hand on that one. Off the hand, it's Yarich.
That once again slows it down at the net. The block for Yale doesn't terminate, but gets enough of it for their defense, able to dig, and then a smart swing Arch working hard in transition, gets to her touch point and goes after that seam in the block.
Allie Holland.
Allie Holland. Point, Penn State. Cameron Hanna.
Allie Holland is so smooth off one foot. And a steady performer throughout her career at Penn State.
Cameron Hanna. So that's a good now. First year with a kill. Four now for good now.
I'm just marveling with that set from Deal. I mean, that was a pretty set to the lefty.
Penn State. Allie Holland to serve.
I like that leadership on the back row. Hey, that's my bad. My miscue on that. That serve goes long. What a leader Samara has been for the Yale Bulldogs throughout her time. A coach's kid.
Right back to Gigi Barr.
I mean, you're not going to find a faster. I mean, this is a fast tempo ball right out of the hands, and she's already swinging. So a very, very quick tempo ball in the middle. That's been successful for the Bulldogs.
Good now serves. Arch was there. Arch swings. Good dig from Ju. Yarich starting to heat up. Her fourth kill.
What a battle throughout. I mean, the dig on the back row. Yale just battling to win that point back. Excuse me, to point score, because that was off the serve, but it's a good now.
Taylor Trammell. Way up high.
Well, Trammell actually senses that on a string that blocker came over to help that left front, but then left back had pulled up, and so she attacks that one thumb down.
Pedraza sends it back.
Penn State.
Yarch returns the favor.
This team's now trading points as we get deep into the second set. It's tournament time, late into sets. Who's going to make the smart, aggressive play? There's opportunities
play. Excuse me.
that you run through and practice quite a bit.
Grimes with a great dig. Yarch was on the floor, but can't get to that one. Taylor Trammell once again.
And just so fast off of her feet, a high snap.
Their touch, no. Wide from Wetherington.
That's the first miss from Wetherington in this match. Up until that point, she was perfect 3 of 3. No touch of the plane of the net. Just couldn't quite get her hand on top of that one to find the floor to snap her wrist. That one gets away from her.
Schultz with a good serve. Deal wants good now. sent back. Larissa Abraham.
Oh, that's the Yale block, very disciplined, hanging up in the air, taking away that roll shot. And now just 2 points away from capturing this second set.
Penn State calls timeout to try to slow the roll.
What a great response from Yale. And after Penn State was so dominant from an offensive perspective, hitting over 500, Yale just seems to be unfazed by it, saying, hey, we got this, let's just settle in. That's the beauty of volleyball too, like the slate's wiped clean, right? 0-0, forget about that one, let's move on. And it's been a different story here in set number 2.
A lot of excitement here in Lawrence as the hometown Kansas Jayhawks getting an opportunity to host. They will take on Omaha after this match, 7:30, excuse me, anticipated time. Right here on ESPN Plus.
Regardless, partner, we're going to be here. So whatever time it starts, we'll be here.
You brought snacks, right?
I brought snacks.
Great evening of volleyball
We'll
here on the campus of the University of Kansas.
Sold out in 60 seconds, so.
60 seconds. You're going to be fast on the button, let me tell you.
Gone in 60 seconds, were they?
Hot ticket, as Horsch has been sold out really all year long for the Kansas volleyball team. And fans excited to see really the best of the country coming to Lawrence. The Ivy League champion Yale Bulldogs, Penn State, one of the perennial powerhouses, 7-time national champion. All right, Yale to serve. Schultz with the ball. It's a good one. Yale now with set points.
Well, spins that one right in and gets after it. 4 aces now for the Yale Bulldogs.
That one's long.
But you'll take that, right? The aggressiveness is high risk, high reward. Schultz has 2 of them at her hands. That one just goes long, but still a set point here for the Bulldogs.
Grimes serves. Samara able to track it down, but second set point saved by Penn State. And now Yale wants a timeout. Hanging on to a 24-22 lead. Well, you know, Penn State's going to battle to the very last point.
Indeed. Indeed. And, you know, I can understand going out to Leak on that. She's led the team in that kill category all season long. It'll be interesting to see, though, if perhaps they get the ball to Abraham, and she's on the front row right now, too, to just try to separate, because the block is certainly keying in on Leak right now. A huge opportunity here for the Bulldogs, though, to try to notch this one up 1 set apiece. They haven't lost much this season, 21-3.
17 straight, 6th longest winning streak in the country coming in.
I mean, they were an NCAA tournament team from a year ago, and I think they've added some nice pieces to the team. And Penn State just thinking 1 point at a time right now. Already up 1 set. And we expected a fun matchup here, didn't we?
All right, Grimes will put it in play. Penn State saving 2 set points. More work to do. Samara with a good dig. In the back row, Yarch. Blocked wide. 3 set points saved now.
Oh, so close. That one just wide.
Deal couldn't quite get it turned back in.
A 3-0 scoring run for the Nittany Lions.
Coming your way. Smara with a nice save. Audrey Leak perfectly placed.
Into our table, though, to keep that rally alive, and the fight from the Yale Bulldogs ties this one up 1 set apiece.
We'll readjust. The Bulldogs say, we're here. Yale and Penn State. Third set coming your way after this on ESPN+. Little volleyball musical chairs. Nice manners by the young man, and
or she just beat him.
She's a Bulldog too. We've got a match here in Lawrence, set apiece between Yale and Penn State. It's been 4 matches since Penn State dropped a set, and Yale really responded there in the second.
That tremendous response after dropping that first set, 25-17. Penn State in complete control, heading at a huge numbers, 550 in that first set. The response from Yale to get some more touches at the plane of the net. More efficient in production from them, able to hit 243 and just grind out that second set victory, and holding Penn State to just 207 in set number 2. So Yale has to be feeling good about where they're at.
Take a look at some highlights from set number 2. Won by Yale 25-23.
Well, Cameron Hanna with 5 kills in this match from her on that outside. But the big block that got them on the board in that category came by way of that second set. And then some smart shots as well, using hands, tooling hands. Some middle production there from Taylor Trammell. Both teams, and then some aggressive ace late into that. And that was match point into our laps, an all-out effort. And then the smart shot from Audrey Leak over the top for her 8th kill to lead the Bulldogs to that second set victory.
Even at a set apiece here in Lawrence. Take a look at the numbers. You talked about Penn State. This is through 2 sets. They were hitting at such a high clip in that opening set.
They're hitting 550, but then they started to even out a little bit after hitting 207, and that second equals, good math, 347 in this match. And then, but Yale doing enough, I thought, defensively. They also had 2 blocks in that second set. And then aces as well. We knew it was going to be imperative for them to try to serve aggressive, and they have 4 service aces. So they're going back and being aggressive. That's why you see 11 errors, but you're going to take that because you've gotten some production from the service line with those 4 aces. And now here we are, best of 3.
11th aces per set, so they know what they're doing behind the line. So the teams have switched sides. Good look inside the Yale huddle there. Penn State will be on your right.
And a lot of the success, too, for Yale has been the production from their middles. Gigi Barr with 7 kills. And Carly Deal, their setter there, the Ivy League Player of the Year, doing a wonderful job moving the ball around. 21 assists for her, 3 digs. Just so steady, too.
Ilyarich will put it in play. Third set underway. Yarich opens with an ace.
Well, we talked about how important it was for the Bulldogs to serve aggressive, and they start right out of the gate, set number 3, with an aggressive serve. And Yarich has been one of the most productive servers for them throughout the season. Back to back.
Off the tape. Four kills and a pair of aces. Arch with a good dig. Quick ball, Gigi Barr.
And the middle is so fast, it's beating the Penn State block. They can't get fully established, you see, and so it's going in right in front of them because they're not over the plane of the net. It's that fast tempo ball, but also an even faster arm swing from Gigi Barr.
Good now there. Good now swings. Good pickup from Merzick. Yarich on the floor. Point Yale. Bulldogs up 4-0. Katie Schumacher-Cawley up off the bench quickly.
And I think this play should actually go on. I wasn't sure on the call there. I think she called 4 contacts.
Pedraza pretty animated here with the up official.
And she's going to go talk to her head coach and explain the justification. And I think we can see why she's going to pull a challenge here on this point. And after first review of this, I could see how we could have a replay here, because that was at the touch. Oh, did she touch it twice there first?
Almost looked like she touched it twice, but I'm not sure Taylor Trammell got that ball or not.
Right there, and then, oh yeah, that's tough.
Or hard to tell.
So on the floor, this call was that there was 4 contacts. So did she get it right there, and then there? Yeah, I'm not sure where there's enough to overturn that. All right, partner, I've decided that we're 0-0. We've starting postseason, right? Every other team in the country gets a clean slate. So we're a clean state,
yeah,
right?
I like that.
So what do you got? I'm going to let you go first.
That does not get overturned.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to say that call stands. Great look from our Rock Chalk video crew. Busy day, busy week in Lawrence. The women's team basketball team played this afternoon. Our men and women on that one, and then doubleheader of volleyball, and then volleyball and men's basketball on Friday night. So
hosting the defending national champions,
yeah.
UConn's coming in. So a little bit busy here in this section of the campus.
Love it.
Allen Fieldhouse right by Horace Family Volleyball Arena on campus in Lawrence. I think there was 4 contacts there. Now that I take a look at it, at first replay I wasn't quite sure, but I actually think I did see 4.
Taking a good long look at this one.
But as this point stands, a fast start out of the gate from Yale already. After capturing set number 2. And I think we're going to get a call here.
Okay, so we didn't see that live, but a net violation.
Interesting. Might have been Weatherington in the net.
Oh, yep, perhaps.
Well, point stands.
Okay, I don't know if that counts
Yale.
on our total or not, but since we
I'll give you that one,
okay,
partner. It wasn't overturned, so you're right.
We didn't have the exact call right, but
yeah.
It did stand. Double contact called on the Penn State side, and now the Bulldogs with a 5-0 lead here in the third.
And working backward here is Pedraza not cleanly out of her hands, so double contact. They've called it pretty close in this match.
Yards serves up her third ace.
6-0 right out of the gate, and it's aggressive serving from Yarch. You have a flat floater, and this one right into the seam. So she's changed up where she's went in the floor.
Angelina Stark checks into the Penn State lineup. Barr had a swing at it. Right down the line from Audrey Leak. And the Bulldogs are rolling right now.
And all the momentum, and yet another timeout on the side of Penn State because Yale is absolutely rolling. What a quick start in set number 3.
We'll take a break. Yale leading here in the third set after they split the opening 2 here on ESPN+. Yale on a 7-0 run to open this third set. Haley Yarch has been very good. Behind the line. She'll have it in her hands again. Big swing from Zoe Weatherington to end the run.
And Weatherington having to adjust a little bit to come into that. The ball bit inside. I always think it's so difficult for those right side Penn players to let that ball cross their left shoulder to get onto their right shoulder if they're a righty.
Blocked. Allie Holland.
Well, Allie Holland definitely, and that was a lot of Weatherington.
Yeah.
But Holland didn't allow his seam. They were pressed there together, perfectly timed.
Stark there to cover. Nearly into the stands. Leak able to save it. Angelina Stark.
Well, out of that timeout, 3 quick points, and Stark checking into the game. She's been in there a few points, but coming in for Cameron Hanna on that left side.
Wow, Weatherington just too hot to handle.
Betsy Goodnow just couldn't quite corral that one. She was sitting right on that angle. So much heat from Weatherington.
Good play from Carly Deal.
The Ivy League Player of the Year.
Not much she could do with that, was there?
Oh my goodness. She made something out of nothing there. Just running that tightrope too along the net. She's live on the front row, able to go up there and attack that ball.
Schultz with a good serve. She was big in that second set. Block is out of play. Weatherington leading the push for Penn State right now. Up high is Abraham.
Abraham 3 kills, still hitting negative, but it's going to be important for Yale to continue to drive and get their middles involved to just try to disrupt the block of Penn State and keep them second guessing.
Samara with a good pickup. Good now. High into the rafters. Samara. Leak able to save it. That one's long.
Well, Samara doing what she can, holding it down the libero for the Bulldogs. Tremendous defense.
We've seen her side to side.
Yeah, we
in
have.
our laps.
Yeah, she saved the ball.
What kind of gum is she chewing?
She was literally right in our lap. I mean, she is every bit of real estate.
I think it was Wrigley's. Abraham.
Yeah, and then he had another ball into the middle. That's successful. And Deal just does such a wonderful job leading her attacker into the ball. Such a timing play.
Merzick. Pure power.
Just elevates. I mean, has some extra pop on the ball, and she's without an error in this match. I think it's a time where I think you continue to feed Jess Merzick the ball.
An ace. And here comes Penn State. Allie Holland, an ace to go with those half dozen kills. Another good serve. Good now.
Well, that'll make her family happy. And the first year, 5 kills now on that right side, and she gets on that quickly with that left hand.
That one off the block by Merzick.
And it just wipes it off that right hand of Goodnow. Can't quite get that one, push that back into the floor.
Pedraza puts it in play. Off the tape. Tied to the net twice. Again, Deal made the most of it.
Yeah, Deal just doing whatever she can to keep that ball up and alive, and a heads-up play from Gigi Barr. Just always ready and available. What an evening for her so far. 9 kills, hitting .571.
Wide, but was there a touch? No. Point Yale. Quick ball, this time wide. Gigi Barr says, my fault.
Oh, they've had success running this in transition. That one just gets away from her. I should say that's my bad.
There's a touch. Score for Yarch.
Well, how do you not let the block of Penn State beat you? You go after as high as you can, and Yarch does just that. Got the fingertips.
Another good serve. Samara with a great pickup on the Yale side. Good now. Out of the net, still alive. Sent back. Taylor Trammell.
Well, the point of the match so far, I mean, this one had a little bit of everything. Players colliding, play goes on. And a free ball, but the block.
Grimes with a great pickup on the Penn State side as well.
I think it was Grimes and Weatherington, I think, ran into each other within that. And then for Weatherington to still get over there to block that ball and then follows it up, does Grimes with an ace.
Barr with a couple of swings. Push it out this time to Stark, and it's long.
Well, Stark coming over, getting involved with that block, gets out to her touch point, and then goes after that one. Couldn't get the hands.
Wide this time from Holland. And Yale with a 4-point advantage. Schultz is doing some work behind the line. Jinxed her.
And she's had a couple aces as she's checked in.
She was big in that second set.
Yeah, she's certainly going to go after it when she's in there.
Audrey Leak.
Well, tremendous push from Carly Deal out to Leak. Gives her that time and space to work with. Yale continued to, to steady out. They had that such a hot fast start, 7-0. My first look at Pedraza being aggressive there. At 6'2", just a quick little flick. The Big Ten Setter of the Year a season ago at Ohio State.
Well played from Audrey Leak.
And her 12th kill to lead all players in this match, and it's a savvy shot. The roll shot, that's how we saw the second set end, as a tip, little off-speed shot.
Merzick with perfect placement.
Point, Penn State. Allie Holland to serve.
We'll go back to Allie Holland. Good now with the block. The arch was there. Good now. Good, that one was off good now. Score for Merzick.
Well, Penn State had to earn that point, and Merzick to finish this rally off, and you can see her the push up for Pedraza to push out quick, and then tags that right hand of the Yale block. And I think a smart timeout here. After starting off so fast, the Yale Bulldogs out to a 7-0 lead in this third set. Penn State has just slowly battled their way back through.
The Penn State block was so dominating in the first set. How has Yale been able to neutralize that a little bit?
They still have eight team blocks, but I think they're making some smarter shots. I think they're not trying to hit right into and challenge them, because Penn State's more the physical team, right? They have more physicality, but I think Yale has done a good job of, and Carly Deal too, of just trying to keep the Penn State block off balance as much as they can. A lot of that has to do with some production that are getting from their middles. Gigi Barr with 9 kills. You try to get as many one-on-one attempts as you can, any type of seam to take advantage of. And then you got to play really clean in every other aspect. And I think that Yale certainly jumped out, and they're playing with confidence. I think everybody in this match expects for Penn State to win this, but Yale's saying, hey, not so fast. We're right here.
We did go 14-0 in league. I'm sure they're thinking right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I talked to Coach Bouchard up into this, and he said, hey, don't sleep on Yale. I mean, it truly, like, there's 4 quality teams in this pod.
You've already seen results today that'll get your attention, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is the best time of year, in my opinion, and certainly looking all around as much as I can with the results, and a lot of volleyball action playing right now.
Off the tape. Jess Merzick. Go to the senior.
Go to your first team all Big Ten selection. The multitude of shots. Oh, a 3-0 scoring run for Penn State.
Good now. Great effort from Holland to save it. Good now.
Carly Deal just made a set. I mean, that set back to good now. After the chaos of this, I mean, that is a tremendous push behind her head to get a very hittable ball for good now.
Up into the upper deck is Merzick. Nittany Lions within one.
Just an extra pop.
Pedraza to serve. Missed foul from Yarich. And we're even. 19 all.
Penn State's had a battle to get to this point, but it's all tied up, and anybody's match, or anybody's set here now in set number 3, and what a pivotal set. Yale jumped out to a 7-0 lead in this set. Little by little, Penn State's been able to battle back, and that's an ace.
Penn State now with the lead. And timeout Yale. Pedraza. Put it right where she wanted.
The 5th team ace for Penn State. And for Yale, you gotta just kind of compartmentalize and say, I know we jumped out to a first side, but that's in the past now. And right here and now, we just need one side out, it's tied up.
And a match to 5 then, right?
Yeah, and a match to 5, exactly. I think it's just a really wise timeout from Aaron Appleman.
Good look at Zoe Weatherington. They've been very good. Half dozen kills.
And also 5 blocks for Weatherington. Using it deep into the floor with a ton of heat. And a couple hustle plays within this 3rd set, playing off-block duties as well.
Pedraza puts it in play. Good now. Yale brings it back to 20.
Well, the first year coming through and stops that 3-0 scoring run, and it was a wise set selection from Carly Deal to go back to that right side.
Taylor Trammell just hanging in the air.
Well, Jillian Grimes stepped into that ball and took that on first contact. Allowed Penn State to run any option they wanted. And we're going to have Cameron Hanna back into the match on the front row for the Nittany Lions.
Really Yarich brings Yale back to 21 all. Audrey Leak back in the lineup.
Well, touch of the hands of Pedraza, and I think that just Merzick was back there to try to run through that ball. So essentially, I think they had Cameron Hanna in there for her blocking at the plane of the net, because Stark comes back in for Penn State.
And there's Stark. Penn State on top.
Pedraza leads her into that ball. A high aggressive swing deep into the floor.
Good picket from Grimes. Yarch on the floor. Back out to Leak.
Well, Yale just looking so calm within that rally, not frazzled at all. Continue to work, and then Leak leading all players in this match, tooling the hands.
Schultz. Abraham was there. Yarch with a great save. We're going to say point Penn State for contact on the Yale side.
And it'll be interesting to see if Appleman will pull it. Yeah, pull a challenge.
It looked to me.
Oh, this had a lot of everything.
And we have to count them up.
Yeah, that was 4. Partner, you're on the tear. You're one for one. One. Was that a block? Was that are they considering that a play at the net?
That was right. That was what we were playing under, but
Yale is challenging they were not for contact.
So challenging whether there was 4 contacts. Is that what was called? So this here.
Now was that
right here?
There.
I think that was a block. I think both players hit that ball at the plane of the net. So what do you got, partner?
I'm going to say we're doing this one over.
You're doing this one over.
Yeah, Katie Schumacher-Cauley was up off the bench immediately, but I
think she
thought that was
touches
a
it.
touch. Yeah,
I agree. I think Holland gets this ball right there with her hand.
Yep.
So at the plane of the
sold
net.
it really well.
Yeah, she did.
As soon as
the ball
went
said,
back
no,
over.
no touch,
Yeah.
no touch. Is there enough? That's the thing. Is there enough? The veteran, though, selling it really well as Holland. She's like, nope, no touch. Our last 2 sets have been great. I mean, back and forth, and it was a quick start from Yale in this 3rd set after winning set number 2 that has got us to this position here. Such fight, though, for Penn State after going down 7-0 to start this set to battle all the way back. If point stands, they do have this narrow lead, but we might be doing this one over. And a pivotal point here.
Yarch with a great save there to keep this one alive. Well, okay, are we going
right there?
Now,
oh, maybe she didn't touch it.
Now from that angle, it does not look like she did.
Right. So no touch there.
I was working with the information that I was given. That's a different angle.
That's a different angle.
And a better look, perhaps, at it.
All right. So you're changing your answer.
Well,
I'll let you. We haven't.
I'm going to hang on the tape here for just a minute.
Oh. You need to get another look.
Yeah. Okay, because here it looked like she touched it, but maybe not.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think she...
Maybe she wasn't selling. She was just showing, look, no hands. I still, from that angle, it still looks like maybe the left pinky.
Left pinky?
Yeah, maybe gets it. But
I mean, they're taking a long look at this.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I see a touch there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So call stands. I can certainly understand the challenge from Erin Appelman.
So a big point
Big
for
point.
Penn State. Winovich will serve. Vilanovic with an ace.
Well, ending the season, Penn State has been more aggressive from the service lines that have led to more service aces, and what a big one right there. A sixth team ace in this match.
Set points now for Penn State. Good flat serve. Chance for Penn State. The Nittany Lions fight back from a 7-0 hole to win the third set. 25-22. Good action from Lawrence. Nittany Lions leading 2-1. Penn State battles back to take this third set, 25-22. Lee Fleissig, Jill Dorsey Hall with you. Take a look at some action from that third set because it was Yale off to a fast start.
Yeah, they started off 7-0 in that third set. They had the upper hand to start off, and a lot of it was off the serve of Yards. That was the very first point of that third set, and she continued to work back-to-back aces with a fast start, still getting the ball in the middle, and they could do everything right to start off that set. But give credit to Penn State because they slowly but surely worked their way back in. Weatherington on that right side continue to get stronger throughout that set, and a lot of Jess Merzick as well. Some defense as well, just not backing down. And it was tied 22-all, but Penn State block got involved. 18 blocks for them on their side. They did not go away quiet. As I mentioned, Jess Merzick continued to have pop off of her hands with so much velocity. And then Holland to end and close it on a 3-0 scoring run, because that was 22-all until Penn State went on a 3-0 run to finish it.
Penn State still hitting at a pretty good clip. 18 blocks.
But yeah, anybody could have grabbed that third set, right? So I expect much of the same, but you know, if you look at the side of Yale, I think a little discouraged because you had that fast start, but mentally you just got to close that door and say, hey, 0-0, let's go. Let's focus right here and now.
Plenty of smiles on the Yale side as the teams have switched. Penn State will serve it up. Left-hand side of your screen. Stark puts it in play.
Oh, Samara sitting, yeah, just so smart. Knowing exactly where she is on the floor. Watch her working left back, knowing anything to that shoulder and where it that deep is going to be out wide. Been really impressed with her play. 11 digs on the back row, but a lot of the little things that she does well.
Schultz with a good serve. Abraham takes care of business.
Well, that's not going to go down as an ace, but more of an assist to her middle blocker, and she's continuing to come in and serve with a ton of heat and aggressiveness from the service line. Has 2 aces.
That one long, but her serve has been a big key for Yale today. Allie Holland.
Let's talk about the bottom dropping out. That one just completely fell off the table. Watch that one. You could just see how it just absolutely dropped.
We have a great look at that, and that is right in front of us. It goes from 60 to 0. Samara dives for it. Pretty well placed. Trammell. Great angle. Samara dives, but can't save that one.
Mirza continuing to heat up in this match. 12 kills to lead the way for Penn State, but no errors. Impressive numbers for an outside hitter. 429 in this match.
Score that one for Audrey Leak.
And Audrey Leak has continued to be the leader offensively for Yale. Carries a lion's share of its attempts, 33.
Wow. Merzick just pounding away.
Yeah, in complete rhythm. And the defenders there just unable to corral it because of the heat. Has such pop off of her hand.
Samara got a hand on it. Great attempt from Yale, but unable to save it. Score for Merzick again.
And as you mentioned, all-out effort. And
Samara's all over the court.
Yeah, I mean, and you just appreciate this. I mean, if she can get her hand on it, look at her effort all the way to the back wall to try to push that one over.
An ace. Pedraza leading Penn State to a 7-3 lead.
Yeah, and the service line right now for Penn State, the differentiator right now, it's 8 service aces.
Good run from Pedraza. Aria Ju comes in, first year. I like first year.
I do too. I think more institutions should use that first year.
Taylor Trammell. A lot of institutions can use that too.
Well, in system, Pedraza doesn't even have to move at all. Look at this. Just a little quick check. Senses the block.
Good now. Into the upper deck.
Well, the secondary set leading good now into that, and I like how that deep shot, and she's trying to go right into the middle of the merging seam on the back row.
Samara with the serve. guard by Zoe Weatherington.
I think that catches Barr. The Yale block just on their descent, coming down from that block, tags that hand.
Tight to the net. Barr is wide. And now Yale wants a timeout. Penn State leading here in the fourth, 10-5. More to come from Lawrence here on ESPN+. Back here in Lawrence with Penn State leading Yale in the fourth. A good look at the bracket here. We are awaiting the start of Kansas-Omaha, the hometown Jayhawks, hitting the court here 30-ish minutes after this match is over. All leading through Wisconsin at this point. Good one here between Penn State and Yale. I think we knew Yale was good.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt, but it's going to be a really vital point in this fourth set. Down 2-1 at a critical point here, and just a good response from Betsy Goodnow out of that timeout. Really well-handled ball, sets up that play.
Now Goodnow will serve. An ace for the nearly hometown girl. Friends and family. Appreciate that. I asked her mom, I said, the tickets went out in like a minute. How did you get 30 tickets? We had a little help.
We had a couple people clicking on that button.
Nice pickup from Grimes. Stark really made something out of that.
And Stark, you can see just aiming for deepest part into the floor, cross court. That one passes the hip of Ju, and that one she couldn't quite corral that one and keep it on her side. Oh, Carly Deal just holds the block right there. I mean, just goes up. Watch her, the block. Holland gets totally frozen on that because it was very deceptive on where Carly Deal was going to set that ball.
No touch, that's long. Yale within two.
And no touch at the net, and just little by little we saw this on the side of Penn State in set number 3 coming back.
Just long from
Just
Yarich.
long. I don't know if Aaron Appleman, I think that one was in.
That is on the far side of the Yale bench.
Well, the Goodnow family's over there. They got motioned over. And that's the first, oh no, excuse me. So we have a line official that says there was a touch, and the up official is going to overrule and say that ball was out. An interesting change.
Mac Pedraza arguing her case. Oh, I don't know.
So we'll see if Katie Schumacher-Colley pulls a challenge.
For an explanation here.
And an interesting situation here. And again, we talked about it at the Open, but a ton of respect between both head coaches. One head coach recruited the other. It's such an interesting, the volleyball circle here. And Aaron Appleman recruited Katie Schumacher, now Schumacher-Colley, to Penn State, won a national championship while she was there, an incredible player.
Bella Chan in the match now to serve. That one out of play. Merzik again. 15 kills.
Merzik so wise and has the ability to hit every single spot on the floor, moving the ball all around. Responds after just the one error that she's had in this match, backs it up with the kill.
Abraham doing some work at the net along with Deal. But Merzik takes care of it.
Merzik just saw that Goodnow was playing up into the floor and just is like points right there. Yep, it's exactly where I wanted it. There's the opening. And she sets that up by hitting cross, different angles, and then she says, oh, I can go hit line too.
Back to Leak. That one's just a little short.
Penn State.
That ball a little bit behind. You can see kind of having to jump back there. Timing off just a little bit.
Point, Yale.
And that will stop a 3-0 scoring run on the side of Penn State.
Carly Deal to serve.
Wow, Samara just sat in on that one. Good effort from Leak, but
What hustle.
point Penn State.
Yeah, I mean, sitting on this, I mean, coming right at you in a hurry. But because of where Leak was pulling in to try to play that tip, if she tipped the ball over, she was significantly into the floor. So a long way for her to try to run down that ball.
Good save from Trammell.
What a pickup from Taylor Trammell. That's your middle blocker.
Look at her reaction too. I think she even appreciated that one.
She's getting some love from her liberos, and hey, you'll appreciate that,
Whoo. Timeout Yale as Penn State has pulled ahead 17-11. Jess Merzik has been very, very good.
Oh, the first team all Big Ten performer, as you mentioned, Jess Merzik. Seeing the floor, he had a couple tip shots over the top of the block, tooling the hands, everything you need out of Jess Merzik, she's provided. And seeing the floor, just one error on the night, 472 for the outside hitter, and she's shown it a variety of shots, a spin down the line, seeing the floor, and able to move the ball around.
Hitting 472.
And after a third set where anything could have went, right? A tie 22-all, Penn State closing the door on a 3-0 run. They've carried that momentum here in the fourth set. They've increased their level of play. But as we mentioned, it's been a long time since this Yale Bulldogs team has lost a volleyball match. 17 in a row. So they're going to continue to fight throughout this fourth set.
Draws a good serve. Good now. Cut it just a little too sharp.
I appreciate head coach Erin Appleman looking at her first year in Betsy Goodnow, say, hey, it's okay. That's a great swing. You just barely missed that one. You were trying. You saw the sharp angle. You went after it.
She is really positive, isn't she?
Oh, indeed. I really enjoyed my conversation with Erin Appleman, and
Point's going to go to Yale.
Third double contact.
Double contact, the third time, I believe,
Yeah.
called on Penn State.
They've been calling it close, and they set that standard early, and that's all you ask, is it, to be consistent.
Isabella Mendoza in the match for the first time to serve. Taylor Trammell. I think the scorebook shows 7 kills, but it seems like maybe double that.
Well, you have Merzick leading the way with 18 kills, all players in this match, but then you had 3 Nittany Lions with 7 kills. And 2 of those being Trammell and Holland, the 2 middles for Penn State.
Sent back. Trammell was there. One-on-one. With a good serve. It's Trammell for Penn State.
Well, Penn State continuing to be in system. Really allows that one-on-one opportunity, in Taylor Trammell with her leaping ability up high. 5:38 in this match.
Yarich. Trying to bring Yale back. Goodnow will serve. Trailing by 7. Block is wide. Penn State to 22.
We saw Penn State with a strong first set, winning 25-17, and similar here, I think, in this 4th set. They're playing clean volleyball on their side of the net, putting a ton of pressure on Yale in every aspect, and their block and their defense is starting to pick up. But what a response from Gigi Barr. 10 kills for her on this slide. Very patient, and then once again, even on that slide, that fast arm swing.
Oh. Yarich is back up and smiling. That was a hard shot. I'm all right. I think that was Stark. Wide from Leak. And then I'll bring match points now for Penn State. Aaron Appleman still coaching.
Yeah, just on the side. I mean, you got to appreciate that. It just communicating through her team. Positivity exudes in the response.
And maybe Leak made the adjustment there.
Yeah, and the adjustment, right? I mean, Aaron Appleman talking to her player there and coaching her throughout. Audrey Leak, what a tremendous career she's had at the senior season at 6'2". Made the air, but responded right back with some positivity from her coach on the sideline.
Bella Chan serves. And fitting. Jess Merzick would end it, 25-16.
Well, it was a response from Penn State after the Yale Bulldogs gave everything and Penn State could handle in this match. It was a close one. In that 3rd set, you look back at 22 all. After Yale had jumped out to a 7-0 lead, Penn State able to close the door, 3 straight points, and then following up with a dominant 4th set to lead to a 3-1 victory in this first round.
Great battle from Yale, taking this one to 4 sets, but it's Penn State, 7-time national champion, prevailing, moving on to the second round.
And now 7 in a row for the Nittany Lions, and battle tested for sure coming out of the Big Ten on the road, giving a nice little wave to their fans here in attendance. And we're going to be joined by Jess Merzik, the outside hitter, first team all Big Ten selection. Congrats on that, Jess. Maybe we should start with that. You got that award. They announced that today. Talk about this match, because Yale certainly gave you all you could handle in this, pushing it to a 4th set. What was key to close the door in that 3rd set, 22-all, to end that on a 3-0 run?
Yeah, I mean, this is the greatness of the NCAA tournament. Everyone who's here deserves to be here, and I think that's something that we benefit from being in the Big Ten. Every day in the Big Ten is a battle, and I think our conference schedule really prepares us for nights like these. So we're just really grateful to have moved on, and I mean, they played a heck of a game, and they definitely gave us all we could handle, and I thought we did a good job, but we've got to be better moving forward tomorrow to the winner of Omaha, Kansas. 19
kills, just 1 error, and you barely missed that one, by the way. 486. What was working? What were you seeing? Because you were really hitting every spot on the floor tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Mac and I live together, so we have a pretty good connection. I felt like our connection tonight was just working really well, and I don't see the court without the people behind me, so it's really just a team effort.
Okay, well, you don't have a lot to, one night here, but a quick response, and you're used to this in the Big Ten, playing back-to-back nights. How do you prepare, though, right now after this match to get ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, it's a tough turnaround, but like you said, the Big Ten definitely prepares us for this, and we got to regather ourselves and kind of move on to the next. We'll take any win, but we've got to move on and scout these 2 teams and see what we can do to be better and beat one of these teams tomorrow.
Well, enjoy tonight. Great performance from you, Jess.
Thank you.
Enjoy this one. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Well, heck of a performance here from the outside hitter, first team Big Ten performer. She was doing it all for the Nittany Lions. 19 kills, 486. What a performance from Jess Merzik.
So it's Penn State moving on to the second round. They will get the winner of Kansas and Omaha, set to take the court here in about 30 minutes. Big thank you to our Rock Chalk video crew, led by our producer-director, Curtis Lorenz. Thank you as well, Matt Jackson from Penn State, Tim Bennett from Yale, Brandon Perrell, the University of Kansas. Great hospitality. Thank you very much. Lori Bolick, NCAA representative here at the University of Kansas, helping out. It's Penn State winning in 4 over Yale. Jill Dorsey Hall, always a pleasure. Take a break. We'll get ready for Kansas and Omaha. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN. Penn State moving on. Will they meet Kansas or Omaha? We'll find out about 30 minutes from now.